We're delighted indeed to be here this afternoon. My name is Jim Wetzel. I'm one of the fellow inmates here at Oak Crest. And today, something rather special. And in researching a little bit in order to lead you into what's going to happen today, I was looking up some of the great Russian composers of the 19th century: Tchaikovsky, Rimsky-Korsakov, Mussorgsky, Borodin. You think of Tchaikovsky. You think of the Nutcracker, you think of Swan Lake, you think of the 1812 Overture. Rimsky-Korsakov brings to mind Scheherazade, the Capriccio Espagnole. Mussorgsky, Night on Bald Mountain, Pictures and Exhibition. Borodin, do you know anything about Borodin? You may not think you do, but you do. He wrote the Polovetzian dances, which are better known in this country and the rest of the world more recently as the songs from Kismet, Stranger in Paradise, Baubles, Bangles, and Beads, This Is My Beloved. Those are the songs written by Alexander Borodin, which separates us from Sergei Rachmaninoff. He's certainly not in talent as he's separated from them. He's their equal in virtually every way. He deserves to be mentioned in the same breath as all those fellas. The difference is that Rachmaninoff lived well into the 20th century. As a matter of fact, he lived until 1943, but not before he and his wife, he died, not before he and his wife had become American citizens. And for your information, Rachmaninoff wanted to be buried in Switzerland when he passed away. Unfortunately, it was during the war and there were complications, so he's buried in a place called Valhalla, New York. All this roundabout way, admittedly, of getting to Dick Smith. Dick was a young fellow in the 1930s, and he, along with so many other of us, was coping with a depression, and because of that, he had to work 4 different jobs. One of those jobs was ushering in Constitution Hall in D.C., and it was there that he heard Rachmaninoff play his prelude in C-sharp minor, and it changed the course of his life. For more than 4 decades after that, Dick worked on a piece of music, altering it over those years, agonizing over it through countless mood changes. And later in the program, you're going to hear Elizabeth Borowsky play that composition entitled Life, an Impromptu. First, our fellow Oak Crester, Dick Smith. Dick. As he makes his way to the piano. You all ready, Dick? Ready if you ever will be, huh? One of these compositions that he made in 1989 was asked to write a composition for Father's Day. So he did, choosing to call it Our Heavenly Father. And here to play it is your neighbor and our friend, Dick Smith. Another of Dick Smith's compositions is entitled Easter Music. And the way this came about was he and Sarah were touring the Holy Land in 1983. And Dick tells me that he was on Della Rosa Street in Jerusalem, and he felt a chilling sensation. It inspired him to the first movement of this piece, which he calls the Crucifixion. Now, along the way, you're going to notice a 3-second pause, which signifies that on the third day, Jesus arose. The second movement was written as a result of the visit to the empty tomb. This part is called the Resurrection. Here then is Dick Smith with his composition, Easter Music.